Let's have a look at the VOs and see how things are shaping up here between BR1CK and SIB.
Let's take a look. Corrupted Keep, we've got a Galena and Doom. That's actually a very interesting matchup, to be fair. I can't read in too much to it. We're getting the kind of the big dogs out here. We've got Eisen also being played. Loving the champions that BR1CK's bringing in maps 1 and 2. Range is always an interesting one. We saw an immense performance by Rafa yesterday on Veil, so I can certainly see Ranger being played to a high level. Then Molten Falls, again, it always seems to get spicy on Molten. We're getting the Anarchy out, we're getting a Strog out. BR1CK managed to win last time versus SIB on Molten on the third map with an Anarchy, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I'm wondering if he's going to be able to do it again. I don't believe he did that versus a Strog, though. I think he did that versus SIB's Nyx, if I remember correctly, but Nyx has been banned out now. So, Corrupted Veil, Molten. Yeah, from this... Right, you do the... You always make me predict
I'll
first,
open
okay?
up with this.
Come
Corrupted Keep goes the way of BR1CK, then it's a straight 2-0 after that. Corrupted Keep, goes the way of SIB, then it's a straight 2-0 for BR1CK after that.
Do you reckon?
I think he wins it on the Eisen, I think he takes it on the Anarchy. I think SIB does come in strong with the Galena pick, though, to kick things off.
If there's more than one item, yes.
My goodness.
Anyway.
Well, let's kick it off.
Let's
Hopefully with only 2 items in play. Ascent BR1CK, and of course, SIB.
Well, we're with BR1CK to begin with. Looking to get that early MG damage. There's a totem nearby. He didn't quite spot out exactly where it was, but it's no big deal at all at the moment. And he hasn't quite got the LG. Can he get any punish in over here? Because SIB is nearby, hasn't quite sensed where he is. Ooh. And that'll be LG for SIB, but he's now the one in a slightly precarious place, and it's a very good weapon choice at the moment for BR1CK. And he's landing some damage, given the sort of slightly disadvantageous position. SIB is falling. I mean, he's in trouble. If BR1CK doesn't get the kill here, I won't know what to do with myself. I think he's got to go fast as well, though. Oh, he'll be allowed it. SIB tries to escape, get away, won't be happening. BR1CK gets off to a great start and has full control of the map. That's pretty brutal now for SIB.
Yeah, this is a great way to kick things off. He's already back in as well, looking to try and carry on off the back of his strong start. 5 seconds until the Mega comes up. BR1CK should be able to get it uncontested here, you'd imagine, if he wants to just go for the drop down, but he is being peppered by bullets from the MG. They're both going to battle over it so tightly. SIB steals it away and also claims a frag.
That totem hurt quite a lot in the end. Oh my god, he's going back in for the rockets. He's got him down in towards the lava. BR1CK is so low on life. They're both so low, but the heavy machine gun going to secure the kill for SIB to take the lead.
That was really quite close. Quite an awkward fight between the both of them there. SIB putting himself into a better position. He's dropping the totems when he can as well. Zoo already got one down at this point. Looks to try and do some damage though. Fully commits it. Drops down. That's the Mega spawning in at a nice time for him to be able to claim it. Denies the light pickup as well, so BR1CK can't start to bolster his defenses. SIB is the one that is in the driving seat.
It's a big shame, I think, for BR1CK to have had such a great start and not be able to convert that control onwards a bit. But he's got to really look past it more than me and see if he's able to challenge for these items or at least do some good damage on it. His rockets have actually been pretty good so far, and so is his HMG. So I kind of want to see more with that. But now, since he hasn't got out already, he's committed to the fight. The damage isn't terrible, but SIB is about to stack up on a hell of a lot more. He's got 2 totems up, there's about to be a third. And BR1CK, he's got rockets, might as well just get yourself LG.
Overstack comes up.
I respect that he didn't go for LG. HMG, he's got a better escape there. That's actually quite disciplined, and I think a couple of weeks ago BR1CK probably would have gone for LG then.
I think BR1CK has been developing so much over the course of the QPL. Like, you've seen the change in his playstyle, but also the fact that he's been looking a lot more confident in fights that he's gone for. Because he does have the aim to back it up. We know that for a fact.
SIB looking to close out another. He'll be successful in doing so. Has invested a decent amount into it, but right back afterwards, he's got himself the light and then the heavy, and is back to square one. BR1CK is... yeah, going to be climbing a mountain to get SIB out of control over here. And he's got to sort out these totems a little bit. I think he did just manage to kill off 2, though.
SIB, he's still going to have them in play and being close to getting that third up as well, because the hourglasses have been picked up. He's 10 seconds away from having an overstack on the cards whenever he wants it. I did feel like this would be a map in his favor, especially with Galena. He's shown how effective he can be with this champ, and he's going to start to give us a 101 of that as well. Goes in. Nice damage from Brick at least to try and soften up SIB, but that's where the overstack comes out. Luckily, annihilates that totem quickly, barely missing as the shots are coming up through the floorboards, but it'll be the lightning gun that is the difference maker.
His SIB's been so effective with his totems. Bricks needs to pay more attention to this. And he needs to be careful jumping into these fights. He has to get that mid-range damage a little bit more accurate and not just jump straight in for the close range. Got heavy again. SIB's had full control now for 3 minutes. And his frags just haven't been punished enough yet. Brick's got a good chance to get some decent LG damage down. His accuracy is solid right there. But he's not going to be able to drop for the mega health in time. So SIB gets low, gets an item. And he gets back into full control, essentially, because Brick is quite far away.
SIB firing off so many warning shots there, trying to stop Brick from gaining any momentum. He's already found 7 frags. This is getting worrying because it's quite a big bloated lead he's got in terms of the frags already. And we're not even past the 5-minute mark, so this is where it really starts to get rough, especially if he gets another and brings it up to a total tally of 8, as Brick, around 40 HP there, going to be slain by the HMG.
Super convincing right now. Super convincing. Good rockets. Looks to try and flick up for a midi, but won't be there for him. Brick's now finally getting himself into a good position to block off the heavy armor, so he'll be able to secure this. How aggressive is SIB going to be? Not too aggressive. He's got minimal stack. But I like that he's trying to zone out on these exits. This light looks so good on him, but he won't pick it up. Gets great rocket damage, though. Mega health is on. Brick's now on 25 points of health and struggling to find a way to push through.
SIB opens up. Once again, 9 kills now. Getting very close to the double digits. The rocket will come around the corner, at least slow him down, but he's got the overstack, and now he can afford to get audacious if he wants to. He can fight wherever he wants on his own terms, charging in. The turrets, the totems are all going to stay up as well. Brick has no chance of picking them off at this point. And SIB, he doesn't even really need to fight if he doesn't want to. He's in a commanding area.
I hope that Brick heard the mega spawn. He needs to get himself timings of both of them solidly. Unfortunately, he's walking into a lot of damage. He's doing it very hastily, not checking the angle first. He walks in and then realizes he's taking loads and loads of damage. 3.5 minutes to make back 10 kills. Doable, but I haven't seen the ingredients necessary from him to feel like he's going to do it. Oh, these rockets are good, though. That's more like it. And there is a mega health up. So there's a chance to start something here.
Brick.
Gotta kill these totems, dude. You really gotta kill these.
Trying to find himself a follow-up frag here off the back of his first. The initiation was nice, and he does actually clutch it out in the end. Very awkward, though, of a fight, leaving him with 33 HP now after he finds one of those smaller bubbles. 7 minutes, rather, through the clock. So it's not looking too great in terms of the timing here, Zoo. If he's going to start to get back into this, it has to be constant frags.
There's another totem. You've seen another totem. Kill the totem. Uncle Zoot's going to get upset otherwise.
You don't want to make Uncle Zoot angry.
Oh, there is a totem there. He'll take that one down. Rocket jump up. Got the shotgun. Ooh. Love the style on that. He's running low on other ammunition. He just misses that little jump across where he maybe could have punished SIB a little more.
He's starting to run out of time, though. He's putting himself in such a precarious position, even with the read. Spots out SIB, gets the adjustment off as he steals away the mega. Goes for a bit of armor as well to give him some kind of defense. But this is really a struggle here now, Zoot.
There we go.
That's one.
Whoa, a lot of damage actually from both players. HMG is a good weapon to have out as he's short on LG ammo. He had a little blip on his jump there. But we've got Mega, and this is it. This is the last push. Last push to try and close up the scoreline a bit. And SIB is hiding down lower bounce pad. I don't think Brick is going to find this immediately. Well, it doesn't have to because there's been a jump up. Face tanks to totem, that's no big deal. Just get close. You've got to go. You've got to take every single risk you possibly can.
Oh, Sib's delaying him so much, though. He's being able to keep his distance so well that Brick just has no time.
You've got to go, Brick, man. It doesn't matter about the heavy and all that. It just, if it's a 1% chance, that's good.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Soup.
Oh, that's almost a shame because he kind of pushed him through the window there, and I don't think he would have gone through otherwise.
Finally gets another frag on the board there as he will put SIB down, but it's too little too late really in the grand scheme of things, as it's a 10-3 scoreline. It's just not recoverable really. Brick with the warning rockets looking to try and at least get some kind of a prediction off here, just bouncing around the map, realizing that his fate is probably sealed on the opening map. This does set up well, though, for SIB to open up the series quite nicely. Also going to come in strong with the nail gun and leave Brick stuck to the wall.
Thought he was going to get a nice little mid-air just then.
Oh, no, no!
Oh, that was cruel. Really cruel. But deserved at the same time. SIB earned that.
You'll need a cold shower after this match.
Yeah, I mean, overall seemed fairly straightforward for SIB. Brick, he had a great start to the map. It couldn't have been much better in the opening 30 seconds, but full control disappeared, you know, within a blink.
Yeah.
And then SIB was just strong at keeping a hold of it. I think Brick went into a few fights a little bit too heavy-handed, kind of like I described a little bit earlier on, that sometimes he does it when he needs to, essentially. And it feels like old habits die hard, right?
No, they definitely do. He did put up a good fight in the opener on this one, but just couldn't go through to really stop the absolute massacre that was being really delivered to him by SIB. SIB, frag in, frag out, was able to do so much damage and take the pace of the game commandingly. SIB, it's a great start for him, but can he carry that on? That's the question mark in my mind. Looking at the vetoes we had, I assume this probably would be a win on the Galena pick there for SIB, and then Brick would be able to start to come back into it. Although, I'm not sure if Brick looked individually as strong as we've seen him on some of the previous days, but that could be a case of just SIB having complete control that entire time.
True, but you did say SIB was going to win this map.
Oh yeah, I thought he'd win with a Galena pick. I thought Brick would come in for the next two.
And, you know, that hasn't panned out yet. I'm not, like, I agree with everything you said at the beginning, but the way that Brick's played on Corrupted Keep, I'm not entirely convinced that that's going to happen in the following maps.
Yeah.
But you never know, like, we've seen these wild changes from one map to another, and again, I go back to those examples of, say, Dahang and Rafa. It can swing that way, and suddenly you get to a map where things are just so much more comfortable. And normally I see that happening with SIB, where he was having a bit of difficulty with SIB yesterday, then they get over to Molten Falls, and all of a sudden on Molten Falls, SIB is hyper comfortable. And I think Brick is actually very comfortable on that map too, which is why we usually end up getting really fun games between them there. But we'll have to see. Brick can go over to his map.
We're back in, as we're ready to carry on. Of course, Brick and SIB already kicking it off with a bit of action, some lightning being cast around.
Yeah, let's see what now. Brick doesn't go too hard into that. Stays tame a bit, eventually gets the rockets later, and now has the trifecta.
Brick. Railgun comes out to play, as he looks to potentially put a bit of a stamp onto SIB, but not really given much of a chance just yet. He's keeping his distance, near misses every time, just by a fibre of hair, slightly missing as he looks to try and singe down. That one connects though, and that will leave a bit of a bad taste in the mouth of SIB. Luckily, locates the Mega to be able to give himself an extra bit of health to play with. The sustain going back up. We're close to hitting the minute mark already though, and no frags have been found for either of our two combatants in this arena.
Very still all of a sudden for Brick. Oh, there's a turret. Can help out a little. I thought he flicked that rail, but there was no chance. Oh, the rocket's nasty! SIB gets to follow up. He gets a choice of major items too. Brick is going to be able to make it onto that heavy, but it's some really fantastic rails that we're getting from SIB at the moment. Brick will stay at 100-100. He's definitely got a chance to get back into this one. Oh, just pulling away from the angle at the wrong time. Brick has got something to say about those rails. Is he going to get himself two in a row? just orbs out of the way in the nick of time. But Brick continues to string them together. That's what we need to see from him. But he is weak for the time being.
That was a nice frag, though. That's a good way to warm up those wrist muscles when you flick in like that. Tries to go for a nice upshot there on the vertical as well. Couldn't actually connect it. Instead, sticks to his guns with a rocket out, ready to rumble if SIB is going to come past him. Timing doesn't work out too well there. But the fadeaway shot.
That angle was spicy, man. Well, that's one of the best rails I've seen. I love that angle. He keeps hitting the man. He's going over the LG. Almost gets himself another. Chasing through the teleporters a bit too much, but I love the acrobatics of getting SIB's return fire. We are seeing some insta-gib skills coming out at the moment.
Uh-oh. No idea of his location. The Dire Orb's going to come out from SIB. He'll smash his way through that turret as he goes in, looking like a bit of a repairman. Has the rail out ready. The peak will come around, but he isn't really given much of an opportunity to actually do any damage back onto Brick here, as instead he just navigates around.
SIB up a little bit late onto the heavy. Chance for some big rockets from Brick. He has the initial shot, but not too much to follow up. Oh, Brick flies right over. SIB will take his time trying to get himself over to the Mega Health. Almost gets punished hard on the grates below. And look at that. Gets the collateral rail through the turret. 2 frags advantage for him. And Vale is starting to get pretty interesting now.
The thing is, it's crazy they're actually able to hit so many of these disgusting rails as well. When a map like this is so close quarters the entire time, you don't have that many angles to hit rails, but they're still making it work somehow.
And they're really hard shots to hit. That was tasty. We're getting a bit of everything here. Brick does manage to heal up with a Mega Health, but it's a shame to use the Mega to get back to starting stack. Brick here's where he is. Realizes there's a bit of a moment to get himself that light in rail room. But there needs to be some reconvening over at heavy. Brick is down below, looking for some punishing shots. SIB doesn't do too badly at all with his own LG, but he misses his jump. Can Brick punish at all himself? And it keeps on being SIB hitting the rails. Looks for a 270-degree vertical rocket. But no, sir, not in this instance. Brick, can he slow him down? Oh my god, one more rail shot. He has a small glimmer of hope for it, but he needs to back off. Brick's been playing with 30 HP for what feels like a while. And we have heavy up shortly.
SIB bouncing his way around, looking for another frag on the board here. 2 rockets left, Suit. Not actually that much LG or rail either. So this could actually change his plane into this, but instead, it's the Dire Orb frag that comes through as they both bounce in at the same time, fighting over it. Oh, Zoot.
What a mess here. And Brick, again low. This is a good chance for SIB to just persevere. Extend his lead a little bit. Brick trapped up here, still trying to get these miracle rails out, but there's such tight angles to hit. And at some point, you're going to have to switch from the railgun. SIB stacks going Super Saiyan, but all of a sudden, we've got more rails from Brick. It never ends. The amount of rails that have been fired in the first 5 minutes between the 2 players. Oh, there's a turret! No!
Oh, no!
You open the door and surprise!
Oh, God, just R2-D2 on the other side, biting at your legs. That's outrageous.
He's a whippersnapper.
I can't believe that. The fact he dies by the suicide zone. Alright. That's enough of that. Come on. Tone it down.
That was gruesome. I was gone full Alien versus Predator.
They're coming out of the inside, man. It's like they're coming out of the goddamn walls, but they're coming out from inside of you. SIB looking to try and make some more insides on the outside, and he's going to do just that very easily as he finds the flick up with the rail and takes out the turret. SIB looking quite strong and dominant right now.
What is this game? What is actually happening? This is the most ludicrous shots ever that are going on. The best combos. It's fun for the whole family right here.
Come down to a cent Brick versus SIB. This Tuesday. Oh no, the little love tap there. It's like
I love the rocket. It's the rocket jump, but it's the biggest no you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Well, the only big one is if you just a little blip rocket in his face at the top of the apex of the jump.
So rough.
That hurts Brick so much because he invested like 50 health into doing the rocket jump, 90 damage on him. Kind of puts him out of contest for a while. Oh, looking for the spicy mid-air. He's still hitting these crazy rails though. SIB's rail has been pretty on, I'd say.
Oh, the dire orb. He was trying to make it free. Boom. But instead, it will just be the rocket to take him down. That's a brick pancake on the floor.
And this is SIB just going to keep that high position. Having an excellent game versus an Eisen. I've understood why Brick has gotten killed by turrets so much. It's because I don't think he's mastered the Eisen himself yet. So I think if it was the other way around, I reckon Brick possibly could have kept it a bit closer.
So you feel like you have to become the Eisen to defeat the Eisen?
I think so, in a way. But you know what? The more he's playing it, I reckon the more effective he'll be with it. Well, sorry, the more he plays against it, the more effective he'll be playing with it, and the more he plays it, the more effective he'll be. Wait, I've confused myself. But I think you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Welcome to the Americas portion of the show, where Zoot loses his mind.
We've been casting a lot this weekend.
8 minutes in here. 7-2 being the score. SIB just looking dominant into this one. He really hasn't had that many mistakes made. Brick, though, if he has any opportunity of starting to resurge, it has to be right now.
SIB didn't even go for the bait. He's just there, slow playing it. Like a beast. Go for it. Oh, that's what I want to see. This isn't over yet. This is not over.
He's got so much more to do, though, Zoot. It's really going to be quite a rough ride.
He needs to ride these rotations as soon as possible, like right now. Get over to heavy. He's got a little bit of information from the turret if that's going to meet anything. Oh, but he realizes this is a good little trap, quite possibly. SIB's very low. He's going to keep having to chase. Turret doing so much. He's out of rails though, which he's got to notice. Those clicks. We might. Yep, we got the click. Right on command. Just keep going. Don't wait for the mega health. Go, 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 go.
We do need to fight. That's the one thing. Brick, it feels like sometimes he doesn't just want to push and try and go for an awkward fight when he just kind of needs to, especially at this point into the game. Actually should be able to get another kill at the very least, though. That's 5-7. He's still got 50 seconds. He needs to get 2 more kills. It is doable, but it is not going to be easy.
It absolutely won't be easy at all. And there's no orb, though, for SIB, and he's just spotted where he is. He's got all the weapons that he needs.
Oh.
This is tricky though now. 84 health. SIB looking for rockets on the exit. There's a wall for the heavy. He's got to take a risk somehow though. SIB's going to stay there and kill as much time as he possibly can. It's still a good rail shot. SIB can take one more though before going down. And that's going to slam him on the teleporter exit. So that will be game there, but Brick making a valiant effort at coming back into this one. Oh my god, what a direct shot.
He tried his hardest there to get back into the game. Unfortunately, at this point, he is going to be dead in the water. SIB still getting more frags as well, as he will end it with a 9-5 scoreline, closing down our second map here and 2-0ing the series.
I just want to see the rail stats here, just how many rails were fired. Because I feel like there was a lot of rails fired between them. 46 rails and 42. That's almost 100 rails fired between them on this map. That's a decent chunk. And both of them hitting superb accuracies. And just 12 damage between them on that weapon alone. So, yeah, crazy rail game. But you see a big difference there in damage is on the rockets. About almost 1,000 damage, I think. I quickly glanced at that at the end. Well played to SIB, though. Just had that long extended period of just control. Being able to get all the fruits of his labor and harvesting the map off everything available to him, and Brick just coming in a little bit late. It was a great attempt at the comeback, but just didn't really give himself enough chance.
It was a couple of scenarios where maybe if he would have just really risked it for a biscuit and run the chance that he was going to lose and just fought, he might have got it a bit closer, but he does seem to take his time in a lot of those sort of close sudden death scenarios. Fair play to him though. You know what? There was a good period there on that last 30 seconds. He could have actually been able to bring it back and forced it out, but it didn't go down that way. SIB looking devilishly good right now over the 2 maps we've seen.
Yeah, definitely. His aim has been pretty on point. Honestly, it's the control game. The control game's done everything for him. Loved that orb kill, by the way. And I'm still kind of buzzing from the rail that we got that highlight of earlier. There's some seriously highlight stuff going on in this game. Right, we had some spectacular kills going on. So both of these guys have given us an absolute treat. But we do have one more map between us, and it's going to be, I believe, a Strog versus Anarchy on Molten Falls. What a way to close out. It's a shame that we don't get it to do a tiebreaker, but it is important for Brick to secure some points. Yeah. Really, really important, because otherwise SIB is going to shoot up.
Oh yeah, if SIB takes this on a 3-0, Brick is going to be left in the dirt.